Now take it away.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Jynell and I just want to say thank you for being on here with us tonight. As I said before, we know your time is really, really valuable, so we're going to try to keep this short and sweet and just kind of portray the most important things about coaching to you from all of our own personal different perspectives. We all kind of have different stories. So I'm going to dive right in and try to keep a short version of mine. The truth is I have so many different facets of my story, and at this point in my journey, it's really difficult to pick and choose which ones to talk about. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of me, who I was before and who I am now because of this opportunity. So when I started coaching, it was 2014. I first and foremost am Jynell, if I didn't say that, and I'm a mom of one. And I am married to my soulmate, and all of those things in my life are really, really amazing. But at that point in my life, everything else seemed to be falling apart. I was working a job that I hated. I had no self-confidence. I had been a new mom who just battled a really long issue with her husband. My husband was ill. He almost passed away in 2014 and ended up having to have brain surgery. And it was something at the time that was really, really difficult for me to cope with. And in addition to that, I had just been diagnosed with several autoimmune diseases, and all of which contributed to me being infertile. So as you can see, I had a ton of stuff that was really, really weighing me down, causing stress and anxiety in my life. I really felt like I didn't have a voice. Like I didn't know who I was at that time, and I didn't know where I was going. All I knew is that I needed to do something different. So one random day I came across Carly Wood, my upline coach who's on with us tonight, her Facebook page, and I was really drawn to her energy and her vibe because she was always posting motivational and inspirational things. Very, very long story short, I ended up reaching out to her eventually, and we got to know each other, and I joined her accountability group. Her accountability group really helped me within 2 to 3 weeks to start really creating a vision for my future. And I really started to believe that through health and fitness and gaining support from other people, I really could get out of this really, really hard place in this dark hole that I was in. So fast forward, I've been a coach now for about 3 years, or going on 3 years, so about 2.5 years. I went from rock bottom to where I am today. I was not at the end of my fitness journey. I had no idea what I was doing in my own health and fitness journey. And throughout the last 2 years, I've not only learned how to become my greatest potential and in my health and fitness, but also I've learned to, become more confident. I have been able to build a really amazing team and business with people that I literally cannot even imagine my life without. They make me laugh my butt off. And I have some really great friends that are from all over the country because of this opportunity. I've actually been able to, little old me who had no idea what I was doing, no experience, I was able to build my business to full-time in 2016 and able to stay home with my daughter and no longer have to go work at that job that I didn't like anymore. And now I can say finally after 2.5 years, I was able to overcome my battle of infertility, and I'm expecting my second child in October. And I have to honestly say, those of you that don't know me, those of you that do know me, you know that coaching has everything to do with all of these things, because coaching is a lifestyle, you guys. It is a way of life, and it really helps you learn how to grow and get out of your own way and become whatever you want to be individually. It allows you to learn how to be authentic and be real and be confident in who you are no matter what anyone else thinks, while also being able to cultivate a lifestyle for your family and help people. It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done, and I'm really happy to be here tonight. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to hand it off to Carly. Thank you for listening, you guys.
Girl, you are taking me down memory lane from when you first started. That's one thing that I love about this journey is the people that we get to meet and that get to go along on this ride with us. So, my name obviously is Carly Wood. I started coaching about 3.5 years ago. And what got me to the place of coaching was, and I can't believe it's almost been 7 years, but 7 years ago, my girlfriend and I, one of my best friend, we were going to go out on this boat. And I don't know, for some reason right beforehand, I flipped a coin and I was like, heads, I'm going to go, tails, I'm not. And it was tails, and I didn't end up going that weekend. And she got killed in a boating accident. So that's where my entire life changed in an instant, and life has never been the same since. I was very, very grief-ridden, very anxiety-ridden, very depressed, just trying to manage dealing with my grief. I was very afraid to become close to my husband because my now husband, if it wasn't for Beachbody, we'd probably not be married, because I didn't know how to move past grief, and I didn't know how to move past that struggle and become close to him and some of my other friends. Like, I just thought everyone was going to leave me, everyone was going to pass away. So it was a very, very hard struggle. And I was sitting on the porch swing one day, just honestly wishing that it was me who was on that boat and not her. That's how low I was at that point. She was a teacher. She was engaged. She was soon to be married. And here I was like, what am I doing with my life? That's what I kept asking myself. And so I was talking to one of my girlfriends on the phone, and she was like, well, why don't you go check out this girl, Nikki? She's always posting positive stuff. She seems like, she's in a good routine with working out. And that was something that I stopped doing. So growing up and all my life, I've been active, not like a crazy gym freak, but I would enjoy the release of stress from, doing even a short 20-minute workout. And it was something I had stopped. My husband and I, we actually ordered Insanity years before all this, and it like collected dust. That I was that late infomercial person who ordered online, and then we moved and it's somewhere in a box. So I checked out her page. I got on the phone with her that week and I signed up immediately. And then I sat in fear for 2 months. I sat behind my computer and I cried, and I told my husband, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know how I'm going to do this. No one's going to want to join my team. What are people going to think? All of this crap. And then as I slowly began to do T25 and drink Shakeology, within about 3 weeks, I started to feel better. I found myself smiling more, laughing more, little things that might sound little to the normal human being, but to me, those were big things, and I was like, wow, depression, anxiety, grief, those aren't things you can see on the outside. I love all the transformation that this business brings to us, from the physical to the mental. And I was like, if I can just help somebody else who's in a position like me, then I need to share my story. So I put my big girl pants on, and the rest is history. My husband and I, we bought our first home together, and we got married in Cancun with a bunch of our friends. Beachbody, in a nutshell, has hands down given me everything that I have in my life. I named my team Be Misfit after my best friend who passed away, so she's always with us. And honestly, just the growth from the inside out is what's changed my relationship with my families, with my friends. I no longer live in fear. I don't have depression, anxiety, been able to combat all of that. And I have this amazing team that supports everything that I do, and I do the same for them. We really have a very unique, very diverse, and heartfelt team that's full of integrity. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm passing it on to Ash or Tosh. Tosh, sorry.
Hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. I'm Natasha Hemingway, and I am the founder of Team of Work in Progress. And I was the person that had never, ever posted on Facebook. I was like, oh, this sounds interesting, but no, I think not. I was fearful. I took Carly through probably 4 months of like just really trying to just research it and figuring out if this was right for me. But the one thing that I knew is that every time I couldn't get it out of my brain, And every time I thought about it, it gave me butterflies. It got me excited. But then I was so scared, and I would let all these like limiting beliefs creep in. So eventually, obviously, I said yes. But how I got here is I had ended up, I used to be a big CrossFitter. I CrossFitted like 5-6 times out of the week. Loved it, loved that family, still great friends with a lot of those people. And we ended up having our first son. He was full term, and then we ended up losing him. So that was a very, very, very life-changing, huge thing for not just myself, but my husband, my entire family. And then we got pregnant 4 months later and had my second son. And obviously my life, you can imagine, and my purpose completely changed. Just the way that I saw things, and the way I went about, how I did things was just completely different. But at that time, also coming off of 2 pregnancies back to back, basically in 2 years, my body was just out of whack. My hormones were out of whack. I was not able to make it to CrossFit like 5 and 6 times a week because my life had changed. Like, that wasn't my priority. My priority was getting home to be with my son and my husband. And, but I also, the mom guilt, I'm like, gosh, I really still want to take care of me, because being a competitive gymnast, and I cheered co-ed in college, I know about being physically active. I know about being healthy, and I was doing none of those things. Even though I knew everything that I thought I knew, and had done it for such a long time, I just like completely fallen off. I just was not in a good place. And I'd had a really unhealthy relationship with food, to be honest. And I was like, I've got to figure something out. Getting to the gym at CrossFit maybe 1 to 2 times out of the week is not enough. And I was eating like crap, like eating basically 1 time a day. And Carly and my husband, and Carly's husband and my husband work together. They're very good friends. And I ended up meeting Carly on like a trip that they had earned. And I'm talking to her. We're talking, normal talking. And she's talking about challenge groups. I'm like, what? Huh? What is this? I just couldn't even like understand what she was talking about. She's like, you'd be a great coach. And I'm like, huh? Coach? Me? No way. But I have been raised that you never say no to anything until you take the time to learn about it. So that way you can make an informed decision, right? So I was like, look, this terrifies me. I'm intrigued, and I'll learn about it. That's all I can tell you. But I'm not going to say no right off the bat. And mind you, that took like 4 months of learning. And I remember finally she was like, look, I used to be in medical device sales and pharmaceutical sales for 16 years. And she was like, hey, when you went into that job after 4 months, and I'm sure she got tired of me, she's like, hey, when you went into that job, did you know everything about the job? Were you 100% secure and safe? And I was like, no, actually not. She was like, same thing with this. And it was like light bulb moment. And I remember literally, I was just in that much angst and nervousness about it, but excitement as well. I remember praying about it, and I'm like, I need signs, like real direct, like billboard signs. And I remember I got 3 signs in like a week and a half. And she was at Summit, which is our national conference. I knew she was there. I knew she was busy. And I was like, hey, I left her a message. I'm like, hey, I need you to call me back as soon as possible. I know you're busy, but I just need you to call me back. So she texts me and she's like, hey, I'll call you back on one of my breaks. She calls me back, and I'm like, I just have to get this out of my mouth before I like talk myself out of it. I'm like, I'm in. I'm doing it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm terrified, but I'm doing it. I'm trusting the process. I prayed about it. I want to do this. And I never looked back. And it has been the most life-changing thing for me. It's been such a blessing. And Carly, stop. She's chatting me something funny, but anyway, you can go see the chat. But it's been one of the most life-changing things. After 16 years of pharmaceutical sales and medical device sales, as of November 2016, I went full-time as a Beachbody coach, and I haven't looked back since. And I can tell you this, if you're contemplating it and you're thinking about it, do it. If you're here for a reason. If you weren't intrigued, you wouldn't be on here. So if you're listening to the recording, go for it. You have nothing to lose, minimal investment, and everything to gain. It's going to change your life. And let me tell you, there's nothing like having some residual income and security on your side, because you never know. Nothing is guaranteed with your job. The full-time job that you work right now is not guaranteed to you forever, ever. But with Beachbody and building your own business and becoming a coach, you create that own future and your own life freedom that no one can ever take away from you. And that is invaluable. And I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm excited that you guys are listening in. And for whoever's listening to the recording, I'm happy that you chose to click play. That's it.
Can you hear me? Yay! Okay, hey you guys. My name is Ashley French, and for those of you guys who don't know me, I have been a coach for a little over 2 years. I started coaching in, March of 2015. I had my first son in September of 2014. And 3 months later, Christmas rolled around, and wouldn't you know that I don't have a single photo of me with my son for his first Christmas. I was 3 months postpartum, and I was so uncomfortable. I was holding on to about 25 pounds of pregnancy weight. I was soft and jello-y, and I just lacked anything good. I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't want to be seen by people. I was wearing hoodies, and if you're a mom, you know what those first few weeks are like. They turned into my first few months, and I was super uncomfortable. Sidebar, I dealt with an eating disorder for 14 years of my life. Negative body image has always been a thing in my life. So for me to be back in this place where I just was uncomfortable with myself and didn't know where to go, it was not only super uncomfortable, it was scary, because I knew that there was a possibility that I could go back down that dark path again. So I knew at that moment something had to change, something had to give. And I had reached out to Carly, who, again, another sidebar, Carly and I have been best friends for a really long time. She was my maid of honor in my wedding. I watched her for like 18 months. I saw her doing this coaching thing. I saw her doing this like weight loss stuff. I didn't know what it was. All I knew is I wanted nothing to do with it. So for 18 months of our business and friendship, it was like, oh, you're coaching, Beachbody? What? No, I don't, I'm good, thanks. And I turned away from it until I got to the point where I was so uncomfortable, and I was like, okay, you know what? My best friend does this crazy weight loss thing. Maybe I should talk to her about that. And I did. And we found a program, something that was going to work for me at the time, with a newborn and short, simple workouts to get it in while he was napping. I ended up doing the 21-day fix. I'm sure most of you guys have heard about that program. It was new at the time. I loved it. It was 3 weeks. I lost 10 pounds, 10 inches, felt like a new woman. Okay. If you're a mom, just had a baby, and you lose 10 pounds and 2 inches, and you can fit into your clothes again, and you don't have to pull maternity pants up to here, you're on top of the world. That's how I was feeling. And people started noticing it, my friends, my family, my dad's coworkers, just the most random people. And I was glowing, I was radiant, I had my energy back, and people noticed. And I was like, I feel so good. I have to give this to somebody else. I need to take this goodness and just throw it around like confetti and share it to somebody else. So I started talking to Carly, and I was like, okay, listen, I'm not a coach. I'm not a fitness expert. I don't know anything about, Shakeology really, except that it tastes like ice cream and I like it. How do I do, what is this? We started talking about coaching. I actually went to Charlotte. Carly, if you remember, that weekend, my husband was there. My husband talked with her husband. He wanted I want the lowdown. I want the real deal. I want to know that this isn't a pyramid scheme. He was feeling them out. And we came home, and my husband was like, look, I've researched it. There's nothing wrong with this company. There's nothing gimmicky. There's nothing schemy. Let's do it. And so we did it, and we dove right in. And that was in March of 2015. Over the next year, I got pregnant again, fertile myrtle, had another baby. And then last year, when my second son was 4 months old, I was diagnosed with postpartum depression. And it caught me off guard. It threw me for a loop. I hit some really low lows in a couple of days. So I continued through this coaching journey, and I could sit here and I could tell you this. The support from these women in my weight loss journey has been amazing. The fact that I build an income from home with my 2 kids is amazing. We're a dual income family, and I'm at home. My kids aren't in daycare. That's amazing. But I'll tell you the honest to goodness truth of what's the most amazing thing about this journey for me personally is I was in the lowest of lows on certain days. They were dark days. These women, the community that we have here, this family was here every second of the day. They never left my side. They were constantly here supporting me and telling me, giving me that strength, giving me that power, empowering me to be somebody who could help other people. So with that, I was able to speak publicly about it. I was able to reach out to other women. I was able to speak on public platforms. Like these kind of things I would never have been able to do without coaching. But these women continue to show me that I could do it. So throughout this journey, sure, I've lost baby weight, 50 pounds in each pregnancy. It's great. Sure, I've built a business. It's great. But at the end of it, you guys, what we have, the community that we have, the family that we have, like these women, if I didn't have them while going through postpartum depression, I can honestly sit here and tell you, I don't know where I would be, because they are the reason that I would get up and keep going every day. So that's one of my biggest pieces of my journey is just the bear hugs. Like they're here for me constantly. We surround each other and we lift each other up, you guys. And we do what we love because of all of that. So there's a little bit about my journey. I'm holding back the tears here. Let's get started. Why don't we go ahead and dive right into what is coaching? Because I know that's why you guys are all here. Do I need to mute myself?
I got it.
Okay.
Awesome job, Ash. Okay, you guys, I'm going to share the screen. Can you guys see this? If you can give me a thumbs up, that'd be perfect. Okay. For some reason on my computer, I can't make it full screen, so we're going to just do it like this. But I'm going to get started and dive right in to talk to you a little bit more about coaching and what it actually is. Now, after we got an opportunity to share a little bit about our own personal journeys and what got us to where we are today, in loving this so much to want to share it with you. So those of you that are on likely are familiar with some of the things that we have to offer as a company. I'm just going to go over a short overview. We have so many different tools that we have to share. We like to say share because we're not really big on, the sales aspect of this business as much as we are is in sharing what we're doing to help other people. We want to help people. So we have tons of tools like workout programs, different supplements to help provide your body with energy or replenish your body after a workout. We have Shakeology, which is a superfood shake that is 100% natural and really, really delicious, as well as help with portion sizes, portion control containers. I can go on and on all day about the different tools, but I'm really basically just going to, in a nutshell, say that the tools that we have to share are realistic. They're something that can work for people of all different fitness levels with different goals and different personalities. Sometimes people who have never exercised before want to get into this company and get into an accountability group. There's something for those people. There are also people that have been fitness fanatics for years. There's something for them. We basically provide people with tools to help them at whatever point in their journey they need help with. So the tools are really, really important. But at the end of the day, what's really, really important about what we have to share as a company and as a team and as coaches is the accountability and support that we provide each other. I think that you've kind of probably grasped that already tonight in what we've expressed about each other. But we are really, really interested in helping people get from point A to point B, and in the process, learn how to acquire the lifestyle habits to continue for the long term. We're not doing this for quick fixes. We're not doing this to make a quick sale. We're doing this because we truly, truly believe in the process. We believe in the products because they've helped us personally. And now we're here to walk that extra mile and run with people and be right there by their side as a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and as a source of encouragement to tell you, you know what, you fell down 7 times, stand up 8. So that's what it's about, and that's what we have to offer. I'm going to move on to the next slide now. One of the number one questions that we get as coaches is, do you already have to be fit to be a Beachbody coach? The answer is absolutely not. This company comes in so many different shapes and sizes, from people who have never worked out in their life to, again, people that have been in the fitness industry or personal trainer. I'm a personal trainer, but there are people on this team that have never had health and fitness experience ever before being a coach. And the interesting thing is even those of us that are in the health and fitness industry, it's not the same thing. Coaching is just a completely different thing. It's so much more personal. We're there for each other around the clock, and we help people on such a different personal level. So the answer is absolutely not. You could be at any point in your fitness journey. This could be day one. The reason why is that coaching isn't an end-all be-all. It's a vehicle. It is a source of support and a source of accountability to help you get out of your own way, to change your life in a way that will help you achieve your goals and your dreams. So anybody is welcome. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and we are hoping that no matter where you are in your health and fitness journey, you really consider taking on this amazing opportunity. So I'm going to hand this over to Carly now. Thank you for listening.
Okay, you guys. One thing I wanted to say really quick as I was listening to the other stories is I literally don't know where the four of us would be without coaching for our own regards. You know, with Ashley's postpartum and having a voice for that, Jynell going through her infertility and having a space to do that, and then Tasha also finding her voice and being able to be at home and chase her dreams. You guys, don't underestimate what this decision can be for you, especially if you've got fears or things holding you back. Don't think about what could go wrong. Think about how your life could really change. Like, the stories that we're telling you are so impactful, and our lives will never be the same because of this opportunity. So with that being said, what do we as coaches do? All right, so first and foremost, like Jynell had said earlier, we do not sell things, okay? So you're not going to find a picture of Shaun T or programs blasted all over our social media. What we do is we share our journey authentically with other people, with our followers, just like we shared with you guys tonight, some of our transparencies, just like we got vulnerable with you guys with our stories. That's also what we do with other people. We share, you know, our journey. Right now I'm in the test group for Shift Shop, and every day I'm just showing up, sharing what I'm doing, and really we help other people from a genuine place. Like I said earlier, we can't always see depression, anxiety, postpartum depression, what people struggle with. So your little voice can be a whisper in someone else's ear that just allows them to approach you by you being vulnerable. So in that way, we do help people. We help people in all areas of life, not just with fitness, but you know, through personal development and through growth as a team. We're always helping each other, I feel like, you know, it's just amazing. So we also hold people accountable. When you guys run a challenge group, or when you partner up with your coach and you run a challenge group together, you know, that's a safe place for our challengers to be vulnerable. And that's a place for us to hold them accountable with their workout program. So if they're doing the 21-day fix, they'd be checking in, you know, with their workout or with their meals, both, their Shakeology. It's just a really nice way for people to feel connected, but also work out on their own time. All right. Also, we are a product of the product. And what that means is in order to really be effective at something, you have to believe in what you're doing. I wholeheartedly believe in Shakeology. I wholeheartedly believe in all of the programs that I've done. And so what we don't want is people on our team who aren't willing to do something that they're talking about, you know? So it's very self-explanatory. You want to do the programs, you want to get results, you want to be jazzed about them. Yeah, and that's pretty much it on that one. I kind of talked about running the virtual fitness groups. That's kind of our accountability groups online where you can partner with your coach or run your own. We also get 25% off all of our products, including Shakeology. Like I said, we engage in social media. So I'm a part of a few thyroid groups. I know people are in Disney groups, people are in dog mom groups, mom to whatever, gardening groups, just building relationships through different avenues like that. The biggest thing, you guys, is you are going to grow so much as a person that there's no reason not to say no to this. If coaching was absolutely free and I gained no income from it, hands down, 1,000,000 times over, I would do this for the personal growth. And those who know me on this call know that this is my jam and this is my really big spot, because it literally changed my life. Like, I do mean that. Like, I don't know if Sean and I would be married if we didn't find this and find a way to communicate and find a way for me to grow. So if anything else, do this for growth. There's no reason not to coach, you guys. There's absolutely no reasons not to coach. I'm just going to put that out there, because you get to live a healthy life and you get to inspire others. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't like pizza, we don't like wine, we're a walking billboard of like organic vegan stuff. We just live a healthy lifestyle, 80-20, and just inspire others to do the same. You do not have to be perfect. No one wants a perfect coach. We want relatable people. Where you're at right now on your journey is beautiful and it's perfect, and there's nothing to pick apart about it, because your story, wherever you're at, will inspire somebody else. You surround yourself with people like us we seem to think, pretty amazing. And obviously you guys have seen that you make lifelong friends, because these women are dear to my soul, and it's been amazing. So you want to go to the next one, Jynell? All right. So the big question is, how do we earn? I'm going to touch on this a little bit, because the person who invited you here can really get down to some of the other questions that you guys might have. But your income, you guys, seriously is a direct reflection of how many people you genuinely help, you authentically help, you connect with. Those people that you connect with and get in your challenge groups, those are going to be your best coaches. Those are going to be people who other people are asking them what they're doing and want to join them. So however much you help people is a direct reflection of what you're going to make. You get, like I said, a 25% discount. We also get a 25% commission. There are different matching bonuses at different levels. And once you start to grow a team of your own, as small as 2 coaches on your team, you'll start to make a cycle bonus. And as you grow, that's where the residual income can really start to build. There are quarterly bonuses for certain ranks. And as you start to help other people and hit what we call Success Club, I won't get into it, you'll get free leads. And what that means is the people who order, like me, the infomercial, they get assigned to coaches. So you have the potential to gain access to 2 to 5 free leads a month. And that's all I got on that. If you guys have questions on income, I know it's a big topic and a lot of intricate parts, then feel free to ask us at the end or ask the person who brought you here. All right.
So the next point is why our team is different. This is the thing that I love the most, is that yes, you're building your own business. Yes, you're an entrepreneur, but you are by no means doing this alone at all. Like, everything has been laid out for you as to how you go about doing this. And it is not anything you have to go figure out or you have to worry about. It literally has already been done. So for example, Carly came in, follow the same system that her coach shared. Carly then shares that with us. So you learn and you share and you just show up as a leader. So one of the things that's nice is we have weekly team calls. So on that weekly team call, it could be learning things about the business. It could be learning from other top coaches within the network, or even other new coaches within the network that have great ideas. So it's all about sharing and growing together. There's nothing about this business that's about, hey, let me scroll over here and hide all my kind of great tips. It's about doing it together. So that's what I love about how we earn and how we work as a team, is that we collectively work together because we truly are better together. So you also have one-on-one calls with your upline coach. Obviously, that's the person that you chose to come under, the person that brought you into the business. So it's key that you have that relationship with that person. So we're invested in making sure you're successful, making sure you're onboarded right. And we build relationships. This is not about someone being your manager or your boss. This is about building this business together. So building that relationship with your upline coach, having those one-on-ones so you can get on a call, download about where you are in your business, set goals, work towards those goals, and do that again and keep repeating. Rank and income training, huge. You got to understand, and you have to understand how to rank advance and how to build for income. Those things are key. But guess what? Again, you don't have to go figure that out on your own. We have monthly trainings like how you rank advance to emerald, how you rank advance to diamond, and what that looks like income, and understanding the business side of your business that you are now trying to build. New coach training from the beginning. When you come in, you're going to be put into a new coach training. Again, we're walking you through the steps of what you need to know as a new coach. It's not too much information, but just enough. So we pace you through that. We have your, all of us actually on this call, thanks to Ashley. She's amazing. She came with this great idea where we have this coach hotspot where we get you in, and it's just like quick calls. They're like less than 5 minutes. So no matter where you are, whether you're working or you're on your lunch break or you're driving to work, you can throw your headphones in and knock out some of these new coach trainings, go back and take some notes later. So we have these things set up for you. Again, you're not trying to figure this out on your own. Another thing is getting started right calls. Your coach will do a new getting started right call with you to really focus on, like, what are your goals? What is your why? Why are you here? What is driving you to do this? And then what do we need to do to help support you? Because everybody's different, and every coach has different needs. They'll have a different why. They have different learning curves. They have different goals. So we really try to work with you one-on-one to figure out what specifically that is for you, and to make sure that we bring you in and make you feel supported as part of the team. Team pages. You guys, there's so much information. You have to kind of literally pare down like what you want to use, because there's a lot of information at your fingertips. Team pages. Your coach that brings you in, I can guarantee you has a team page. And then we have Carly's larger team page that we all fall under, that has tons of documents and templates and information, challenge group guides. There's so much information that, again, you do not have to go recreate the wheel. It's just about duplicating it, putting it into your own words where it authentically sounds like you, and then putting that out there. So not trying to get caught up in like, what do I do and what's next and how do I implement this? We do all that for you. A community. I think it's kind of a no-brainer at this point if you hadn't gathered the fact that, guess what? Besides Ashley and Carly, none of us really knew each other beforehand. Jynell lives in New York. Ashley's in Tennessee. Carly's here in Charlotte. I'm here in Charlotte, but Carly lives on the other side of Charlotte. There is community. It is something that actually genuinely happens. We love each other. We want the best for each other. And you will be brought into this loving family. Community is not even the real word. It's really a family of women and men that are supporting and helping each other on this journey and celebrating our successes and helping each other through the struggles, because it's not always easy, when you're trying to reach a goal and work towards things. And most importantly, a place to dream big. Because you're 9 to 5, I can guarantee you they're not asking what your why is. I can guarantee you they're not asking you, hey, when we let you go, what's going to be your next job? I can guarantee you they're not saying, hey, what do you really want to do? Why do you want time freedom? Do you know what time freedom is? Why do you want to stay home with your kids? Or you want to build a business where you can move to an island? Trust me, coaches do that and work from there. They're not asking you that. But here, we're asking you that. We're asking you not to dream minimally, but to dream big. And we're here to support all of that for you. So next slide. There's different ways to come into the business. Everybody's different. That is for you to decide. And obviously your coach is going to encourage you to do more and dream bigger, right? That's the whole part of this theme. You can come as a discount coach. So that means you just drink your Shakeology. You've been on it for a regular basis. I call it like a Shakeology lifer. For example, my mom, she's a Shakeology lifer, drinks it every day religiously, but she's not really interested in working her business. She's not doing anything with it, but obviously she wants a discount and deserves a discount at this point. Hobby coach, that means exactly where most of us were beforehand, especially Jynell and I, where we have full-time jobs, or we had full-time jobs, but we absolutely love the products and the business, and we want to share it with other people and show people this opportunity and how to grow. I don't know what Carly is doing with putting her Invisalign in and throwing pigs to her dogs and stuff. This is real. This is how we get down. We are family. But anyway, but you want to share it with other people. And guess what? When you share it with other people, which this is all this is about, it's not selling it to other people. It's about sharing it with other people, because your product to the product has changed your life and you're just paying it forward. And when you do that, guess what? Beachbody compensates you for that. And a business builder, that means you want to go all in. And you can be a business builder and still be working full time, meaning you are all in. You are doing the vital behaviors, which the person who brought you in here will talk to you about that. You are doing the vital behaviors consistently, working your power hour, which means that hour of your day, whether it's split up into 15, 15, 15, 15, or 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, or an hour in the evening when you get home from work. You are dedicated and committed to building this business so that you can eventually move it to your full-time job and build that income and that life of freedom that you truly want for yourself. But you're also building your own team and then duplicating that as a leader and showing them how to do the same. So with that said, I'm done, and I'll let Ashley take it over. We can't hear you yet, Ash.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, thumbs up. All right, awesome. Okay, you guys, so there are two different ways that you can get started as a coach. The first is we have a $39.95 coach sign-up fee. If there are a couple of things with this, if you are in the military, I believe if you are a military wife or if you are active military, not like my dad was in the military or my grandfather, then we do have a kind of a give back program with that. So what happens is you sign up as a coach and we have a monthly fee. The monthly fee is $15. That covers your website, your online office. It covers your emails. It covers the shipping towards your customers, because we don't hold product. We don't have parties. So we're not, thank goodness, because it would get lost in this house with 2 toddlers. But we don't have that stuff on hand. So when Beachbody ships out that stuff to our customers, it covers that low shipping for us. That's all kind of tied into that monthly coach fee. Military, it is waived. So that's a basic startup fee, $39.95. You're granted your new coach welcome book. That's about it. The second way to sign up is with the challenge pack. And hands down, by far, this is the best way to do it. Jynell, you want to go ahead and go to the next screen and we'll talk about what is a challenge pack. Perfect. So first, let me tell you what a challenge pack used to be. This is the ultimate kind of tool resource to get you started on your fitness journey. You're given a bag of Shakeology, our superfoods. It's 30-day supply. So you're given an entire month of 30 meal replacement of our superfood shake. You're also given you were given a program. So if you wanted to try the 21-day fix or maybe hammer and chisel or whatever program was kind of rubbing your fancy at that moment, you would get a month of supply of Shakeology and that program. Well, we saw kind of the trend of where things were going. DVDs are going out, streaming is coming in, and we really saw this huge movement in kind of where what we call the mobile fitness. People being able to stream their workouts, people being able to pull up their workouts on iPhones and on iPads and travel and go here and there. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big traveler and we go places and we stay in hotels and like hotels don't even have DVD players anymore. So we kind of went with the times and our company came up with this idea to put all of our workouts on demand, meaning you can access them from, a smart TV or a Roku, a Fire Stick, any basically mobile device. And so in the start of 2017, we came up with this new challenge pack, and it basically just puts the other challenge packs aside. Sure, you can still order a program in Shakeology. However, I don't really see the point, because this challenge pack gives you access. It's called the All Access Pass, and it gives you access to every single Beachbody program that's ever been released. It gives you over $6,000 worth of the top-notch fitness programs. Not just the stuff you see on the infomercials, the P90X and the Insanities and stuff like that, but all of our newer programs, you guys, from the 21-day fix to the extreme to the hammer and chisel to the size and the country heat, even including the programs that are being released in 2017. So you're literally getting, you sign up as a coach with this All Access Pass Challenge Pack, you are literally getting every single program we've ever copyrighted, we've ever released as a company. What that does for you as a coach is it puts it in your hands. So before, for instance, when I signed up as a coach, we didn't have this. So I signed up with the 21-day fix because that was the program that I wanted to do. When I started talking to customers about the 21-day fix extreme or Insanity Max 30, I hadn't done that program. I had been a coach for 2 weeks. I hadn't done that program, so I could learn about it. But when you can do it, you actually gain that personal experience of what that program is like. This Access Pass gives you that. You can test trial every single program that we have. You can do any workout from every single program that we have. So by far, hands down, this is like the number one tool that we put in your hands from the get-go when you sign up as a coach. We give you the 30 days of Shakeology to get started, and then we give you access to every single program. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can't get, it's currently on a promotion for $160. There's not a gym membership in this world that will grant you 12 months of access for what we're offering it. And I say 12 months because I don't think I've mentioned this yet. The All Access Pass, when you get this challenge pack, you're given the access to all of these programs for 12 months. It's an entire year. So literally, you sign up as a coach with this challenge pack, and you have your first year of coaching every single program in your belt, which you can then talk to your customers about, you can talk to your coaches about, you can share. You know what? Somebody wants to know about the 21-day fix extreme. I'm going to trial out this workout today and show them. Somebody wants to know about, Sean T's new program. We can do that. We're given sneak peeks of brand new programs before they're launched, which is really cool too. So, again, we have Shift Shop coming out. Carly's in the test group right now. We'll have a sneak peek with the All Access soon, which is super cool because we get to try it out before it's released to the public. So this is hands down the best way to get started, you guys. It literally, we give you the nutrition portion with Shakeology. We give you the fitness program. Almost every single challenge pack now comes with the portion control containers. So we're taking all the guesswork out. It's the foolproof way to not only start your health and fitness journey, but to help start your coaching journey as well, because you have everything you needed. It's like going through an orientation and then here it is. You have it all right here. It's so simple, you guys. So by far, hands down, the All Access Challenge Pack, super way to go. You get it all right there. You can still, like I said, you can still do the old school ones with one program, but why would you do that when you could basically get every single program? So that's pretty much it for challenge packs. We are all just about wrapped up here. Yep. So for those of you guys who are ready to go and you're ready to start your coaching journey, we're excited to welcome you guys in. Just a couple of few things. Remember as a new coach, I felt so overwhelmed. I felt like I don't know where to go. We have a brand new coach training for you guys. We put you guys in there immediately. It's all done through social media. So you're in on your time. You get it done. It's right there, and it's put together by coaches on this team, by some of the top coaches. You're getting a wealth of information to get you started. So if you are on the fence of, I just don't know if I would be able to learn everything, yes, you can. We make it super simple, you guys. We make it super easy. I think I knocked out the training in like 4 days. I was just so excited and ready to go. And here we are 2 years later, and we're still here. So I don't know Carly, if you have any wrapping up or whatever. Thank you guys so much for jumping on with us tonight. Seriously, we can't wait to see you guys in our new coach training.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for getting on tonight. And if you have questions, like Ashley said, ask us or the coach who brought you here. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Bye.